Ahoy there, ain't there the captain here, should I say? Tony, the cheer captain is here. Woo! Yeah. New year, new me, new palms. Look how huge they are. They're bigger than my Premium Power ones. These are also made by Super Palms, and I want to send a big special shout out to Super Palms. I can't believe I met a guy who not only loves a specific cheerleading accessory from a specific time period, which in this case the 70s and 80s, but also makes them. And they are huge. When he told me they're huge, he ain't lying. They're huge. They're bigger than the ones that the cheerleaders used back in the 70s and 80s. And I thought the bigger the better. And so, well, booyah. They're similar to the ones that you've been seeing on the Brady Bunch. Remember the episode, I think it was Rita Wilson's big television debut, where Greg has to choose her, Marsha, and Pat Conway. There was a girl that was trying to get him to go out with her. She was going to be making the cheerleading squad, and Greg has to choose. He was the captain for some reason. I don't know. He was the head. I don't know, but you get the idea. They use the exact same colors, and they first made their public appearance at the Down Syndrome Buddy Walk. There's this family that I've known for quite some time, 20-some years. It'll be what I've known for 26 years, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 26 years, because I first met them back in 1999. They have a little one that has Down syndrome, and so I've been supporting them, and I've been continuing the Buddy Walk since then, and I'm going to be continuing to support them the whole 9 yards. And yellow and blue are the official colors of Down syndrome, so I'm willing to support them in any way, shape, or form. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and continue the Royal Rumble Marathon. I'm 3-for-1 in the Rumble this year. Will I be 4-for-4? Will I be 4-for-1 or 3-for-2? Oh wait, no. Wait, hang on. I'm 3-1. Will I be 4-1 or 4-1 or 3-2? There's only one way to find out. I'm 3-for-4. Will I be 3-for-5 or 4-for-4 or 4-for-5? It'll be 3-for-5, 4-for-5. There's only one way to find out. I don't. You get the idea. I'm 3-1. I'll be 4-1 or 3-2. Go. Let's get started with the Rumble. I played around with the settings a little bit, and for some reason the entrances or the entrance music, as soon as another entrant comes in, it still plays for some reason. I don't know. I'll come in at number 30. Sure, why not? It's my life, and I'll do what I want. Got to do some adjustments to the entrance. Stacey Keebler. I wish she could make some convention appearances, because she's one of my favorite divas during the Divas time period. Even though she didn't win any titles during WWE, she was just featured as eye candy. Best boy. Let's change it. The underwear. Rocky Maivia. This roster was star-studded back then. Post-invasion. That was just about right, don't you agree? And the last one. There we go. With that being said, let's get it started. Let's make my Black Eyed Peas and let's get it started. And X-Pac and Bradshaw are the first ones. What you gonna do, brother? As I said time and time again, if it weren't for Hulk Hogan, if it weren't for Vince McMahon, wrestling wouldn't be where it is today. No matter how controversial as they are. Same goes for Ric Flair. He's done some controversial things in the past, but if it weren't for all of them, wrestling wouldn't be where it is today. And that's a fact. What you gonna do, brother? What The Rock is cooking. Man, that main event. Not main event. It's not exactly the main event, but that match of WrestleMania 18 between Hulk Hogan and The Rock. Triple H. Jacket. Who would have thought that these two would have their final WWF title match in company history before they switched over to WWE? You know what I mean? I mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again that when I was growing up, see, I didn't know back then that the
Ladies and gentlemen, ARGH is making his way to the ring.
wrestling action figures would be so valuable as they are now. But back then, I had no intentions of collecting wrestling action figures. I would create my own wrestling matches using cartoon characters. Back then, I would make my own paper dolls out of various cartoon characters. From Powerpuff Girls to Ed, Edd and Eddy to Hey Arnold to Sonic the Hedgehog. And I even created original characters such as, there's one of them called the Yankee. And if you met Tracy Myers, and if you've ever been to his car dealership, you know exactly what that Tracy Myers wears, the typical Uncle Sam attire. I think he got it from his pops, Frank Myers. Tracy Myers, the founder and owner of AML Wrestling and WrestleCade. That's one original character. And I made a Powerpuff Girl based off the British Bulldog, known as the British Powerpuff Girl, because I loved me some British Bulldog back then. I thought it was extremely underrated. And I used to have a toy wrestling ring and WCW back then, because back then I was only allowed to watch WCW during the Monday Night Wars. And the action figures that came along with it were the Giant, Paul White, aka the Big Show, and Lex Luger. But I tossed them aside and created my own paper dolls. And another character that I remember making, I gave him like the Goldberg treatment, have him go through everybody. There's a cartoon short of Droopy Dog where he has a twin brother who performs in the vaudeville circuit known as Drippy. And he's like the world's strongest dog, if you would. But I made him all roided up and have him go on this Goldberg streak. I gave him Goldberg's moveset, the spear and the jackhammer, and just have him go through everybody, have him go on this long undefeated streak. I used to create my own matches, my own storylines, etc. And those were the fun times that I've had. And back then, I took my imagination to the next level. I literally took my imagination with me everywhere I went. But before I got into wrestling, there was this TV show called WWS Masters, and they combined martial arts and wrestling storylines. I used to make my own storylines with those characters. And from there, as soon as I started watching wrestling during the Monday Night Wars back in 98, 99, that's when I transitioned over from the wrestling from WWS Masters to wrestling. But me creating my own paper dolls was nothing new back then, because I used to do the same thing for Power Rangers. And back in 1993-94, when Power Rangers was blowing up, they barely had any Power Ranger toys on the shelves everywhere I went. Kmart ran out, Toys R Us ran out. Although they had the red and black at the time, I chose the Red Ranger. That's the only Power Ranger merchant action figure that I ever owned. But that was when my creative paper dolls came into play. And funny story alert, I even created my own White Ranger before the White Ranger was created. It was like the Brontosaurus, if you would, even though there was Titanus. I think it's before I discovered Titanus. I don't know exactly when Titanus was introduced, but as far as the Power Ranger storyline is concerned, but I did have my own White Ranger, and it was the Brontosaurus. I know, crazy, right? But if I remember correctly, I was 7 years old when Power Rangers first came out. They came out in 1993. If I'm doing my math correctly. But man, I miss those days. Back when I had the Bozo Show, Power Rangers, Batman, X-Men. I love that. I love me some X-Men too. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series, Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, Captain Planet and Planeteers. I could go on forever, baby. We got Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle, and Rhinoceros, as Monty Brown would call him. But yeah, I would let my imagination run wild, even if it means creating my own action figures with only using cartoon characters. BK, Billy Kidman. But yeah, this cheer captain thing has gotten popular ever since I donned it back in 2021. I even got an endorsement from I even got an endorsement from Kenny Dykstra. So, and by Nick Nemeth. But it's gotten really popular at wrestling events. But outside wrestling events, people look at me and these pom-poms and they'd be like, oh, like, what's wrong with this guy? Is this guy okay? This guy's on drugs. Ugh. What are those? Ugh. They think I need to see a professional or something, because they act like they've never seen pom-poms as big as these before. They haven't seen any of those since the 70s or the 80s or the early 90s. Brock Lesnar, the next big thing, as he was known back then.
He is the next big thing.
And there goes Rhino. aka Rhinoceros. Kane, met him. Very down-to-earth guy. And I promised him I wouldn't make fun of him, or else I'll get barbecued just like JR. Again, I wasn't introduced to... I didn't actually start playing this game, the Shut Your Mouth, until almost a decade after its initial release. At least it's a great way for me to make up for lost time, so to speak, you know what I mean? And this really is a great game. I agree with everybody who has played this game. It brought back a lot of great memories for all of them. It'll be on my toes because I'm the next one. And I'm going to be coming out after this guy comes out. We're going to be down to the final 6. The underwear. You can't allow. Dun 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 dun. I don't want to know. Here we go.
Superflex. Here comes the young and talented Maven.
But yeah, I love it. I love his YouTube channel. He's very honest, very humble. Get out, get out, get out. Get out. Gotta find it up. We're down to final 6, alright. Down to the final 5. Gotta find an opening. Where am I going for? Pin 4. Find an opening. I know when to make my moves. Alright, wrong. Oh. Man, the underwear's got me. And they suplex me. Suplex me. Come on. Nope. Powerbomb. Nope. Oklahoma Slam. Just like the British Bulldog. Alright. Kevin, Christian, Taker, and me. Maven. Oh. Oh. The locker room leader. Undertaker. Alright. Okay.
Undertaker will destroy anything that walks into his yard. I hope nobody tries to talk to him right now.
Oh. Oh, great. He's not coming after me.
The Undertaker's not getting a great response from the crowd here. I'm not surprised. Just the way he has treated the fans in the past.
Okay.
Superflex.
Oh. Now he's just playing with his food. Taker's just playing with his food now. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. Come on. Kevin, do something.
Someone else champion. You never know what can happen.
Like I say, Taker's just playing with his food. He's throwing it. They're coming after me. Working their way back to me.
The most evil hardcore champion I've ever seen. I totally agree with you, JR.
He's going to turn his attention to me. He's turning his attention to me. Oh. Scoop slam. Wow. Wow. Oh, get off me. Kevin, do something. I'm 3 for 2. 3 and 2, excuse me.
The Undertaker said earlier tonight he was going to need some respect with the opponent.
I guess it's payback for eliminating him at the 2002 Rumble. And once again, Undertaker emerges victorious. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Captain's Arcade. Join me tomorrow. Join tomorrow for SmackDown vs. Raw. WWE SmackDown. Here comes the pain. Until then, maybe say goodbye.